Top of the Morning is brought to you by Edward Jones financial advisor Kelly Harmon, providing you with well-researched guidance backed by Edward Jones' extensive team and technology that help you prepare for retirement, children's education, or other financial goals. Call 252-473-1006 or visit the link on the screen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. It is Monday morning. It is March 25th. It is time for Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. I am Abdul Ali. Got to give big shout out to my twin brother, Raheem, architect Soto. Man, it's been busy. We are in campaign mode. As you can see on the screen, I am indeed running for U.S. House District 12, the website, aliforcongress.com, ALIFOR, congress.com. We need your support to take out a long-term incumbent Democrat. I'm working to make America better. The issues we are concentrating on are improving early childhood literacy, ensuring that we are providing the best upward economic opportunities for our community, and making sure that we're keeping our community safe. From a federal level, y'all know we ain't got to talk about it here. I'm preaching to the choir about fentanyl and what that's doing to our community. And matter of fact, one of the stories we're going to cover today actually has to deal with immigration and a bunch of that kind of stuff. Now, one of the things, though, spring is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. Spring break time is coming up, and I was never one to want to go be rambunctious on the beach. I mean, I know I've seen, I haven't watched it, but I've seen the trailers for the Freaknik, whatchamacallit, the documentary that they got. And I was never a big participant in the Freak of the Neek. I never really got down with the Freak of the Neek. Oh, looks like we got Architect in the building. Hold on, wait a second. Yo, bro, good morning, sir. Or maybe not. He'll jump in a second, but apparently, Miami Beach has had enough with people tearing up their town during spring break. Some people are saying that this is racist, that the people in Miami Beach don't want black people coming to Miami Beach. Now, I've heard that being said. I have not watched the actual ad. Y'all are going to get to watch the ad with us in real time. Look, I've been down to the bike rally at Myrtle Beach. I know what ratchetity can occur at said bike rally in Myrtle Beach. I've never went to Miami Beach for spring break, so I don't know what's going on. I've never actually been in the building for that. So we're going to take a look at this ad. Yeah. Good morning, bro.
All right. Look, yeah. I heard what you were saying.
Did you ever go to Freaknik?
Yes, sir.
I never went, bro. Was it what they said it was in the documentary?
The older you get, the less sense it makes. I'll put it to you that way.
Okay, making me choke on my coffee. All right.
The older you get, the less sense it makes.
All right. So the whole thing is that Miami Beach is breaking up with spring break. They had enough of it. Apparently now this is being said they don't want black people there. I haven't seen this ad, so
neither have I. Here we go.
We need to talk.
Wait, that is clearly that looks like a Hispanic lady.
Okay,
I could be. Okay, okay.
This isn't working anymore.
And it's not us.
That looks like a black lady, bro. Could be Spanish, but
mix that best. Mix that best.
We just want different things.
Our idea of a good time is relaxing on the beach,
hitting up the spa,
or
that was clearly a black lady, though.
Checking out a new restaurant.
You just want to get drunk in public and ignore laws.
Do you even remember what happened last March?
That was our breaking point, so we're breaking up with you.
And don't try to apologize and come crawling back. This isn't safe, so we're done.
And just so you know, we're serious.
This March, you can expect things like curfews, bag checks, and restricted beach access.
DUI checkpoints, $100 parking, and strong police enforcement for drug possession and violence.
Whatever it takes, because it's time to move on.
Maybe we can talk when you're done with your spring break phase, but until then.
Yikes.
Applaud Miami. Applaud. Round of applause for Miami. A round of applause. Great. All right,
Top of
so
the morning, Barbara Chapman. Good morning to Nashville, North Carolina. Man,
you can't say what I'm about to say,
I
right? And
can't.
there's a
Okay,
you
for the
can't.
record, this is not a duel saying it. Go ahead, bro.
All right, all right. And I don't know what other way to
Hurry up,
say
because
what
I
I'm
want to
about.
sip my coffee and I don't want to snort it out. So,
Okay, here's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
okay.
They don't have a problem with black people. It's the niggas. It's the niggatry that they have a problem with.
And it's
It
not.
is
I
them.
wouldn't even go that far because
No. I'm going that far because there's a difference between the two, and this has nothing to do with skin color.
All right, there we go.
So I want to
There
make
we
this
go.
clarification. You could call I guess it's called redneckism. If you too light skinned or you have the other persuasion, right? It's called redneckism. But we talk about what I call niggatry. Okay, we gonna get drunk. We gonna tear up the beach. We gonna be pissing everywhere. We gonna start twerking on top of cop cars. We out here selling Molly. We out here doing all of the dastardliness and tearing up the city, and then go back to your city. So I understand where they're coming from. Now, black folk, right? They want to go to Miami. They want to get a daiquiri. They want to walk on the beach. They want to hold hands with their significant other. They want to enjoy themselves. They want to go see an art show. They may even want to attend the outdoor festivity, right? But they not out there. Black folk ain't out there tearing up the beach. It ain't that.
For the record, I've been to the Myrtle Beach bike rally, and I remember the last time I went. I'm gonna tell you why I didn't go. You know why I stopped going. It wasn't because I had kids and all of that. It was just entirely like too much police, bro. There were police on. They had them on bikes. They had them on ATVs.
Wait, I don't understand. There was too much police. What does that mean?
Because it was so much drama and so much fighting. It was like I don't mind the police, but it's like, all right, bro. I mean,
it was no longer a bike rally; it was a police gathering.
It was more like,
yo, we out here celebrating with the cops. I might as well. They had everybody on duty.
Just
they
wasn't
had
fun anymore. You know what I mean?
They got the paper processing guy out on a bike today. Like it was, but that's my point, Ali. Is that like, and I'm saying that in jest, but it's true. There's this idea that I'm gonna. So there's a video of a young lady who goes and gets into a hot tub and starts twerking, and all of the white folks get out of the hot tub. Oh, they move every time a black person come up. No, man.
I don't want your booty. Yo.
No, man. It has nothing to do with you being black. You pulling your boobs out, you're twerking and making your butt cheeks clap. Look. Nobody wants to be in the video of your butt cheeks clapping. Nobody wants to be in that video.
Yo, you're wild, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about Miami Beach has broken up. No spring break. The one thing that I heard out of that whole thing was $100 parking. If that ain't enough to get you to stay home, yikes, bro.
Yo, listen, they have had it, and I don't blame them. You couldn't do this in my city, right? Let the San Gennaro festival out here in Hampton Bays get too feisty. Watch what happens. Good luck with that out here.
Right.
But they should have more pride in their city like that. And I have to tell you, I've had some experiences in Miami. Them cops don't play out there.
Now, you heard what they said, increased enforcement on everything. So they not having it. Ladies and gentlemen, Miami Beach has officially broken up with spring break. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to be right back. Speaking of this whole spring break, and we got some illegals and all of that. Don't worry. We'll be right back here on Top of the Morning. Don't go nowhere.
Because you're black doesn't mean you have to vote Democrat. This year, in order to see benefits for our communities, we need to vote outside the box. Find out more by visiting us at tuconservative.com.
Who are in our country illegally cast a ballot. It takes the power of your vote away. Visit onlycitizens.vote to find out how you can contact your legislature and get them to pass a citizens-only voting amendment. Again, visit onlycitizens.vote and defend your right to vote. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are checking out Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. You're joined by the TUC twins. If you haven't done so already, we need you to go over to tuconservative.com. Our mission is to share conservative values and principles and the benefits of conservative policies. to urban communities across this great nation of ours. So you too can have an ad like the ones you saw running. You can support the platform. Again, tuconservative.com is the website. Now, the lady you see on your screen, bro, do you know who that lady is?
Isn't that the professor from I don't remember her name, but what's her?
That's not Claudine Gay, although
No. That's who I thought it was. Yeah.
you did. Although all of those far leftists like that, they got that weird in the eye look. I don't know what that's
That's
about.
what it was. No, I
That's
don't
what
know
that
who this
is, right?
lady is. I don't know who
But
this lady is.
that is the Illinois judge who ruled that illegal immigrants
Can carry guns? Is this that lady?
have a constitutional right to carry guns. Now, here's my one problem with this, bro. The case involves a Mexican man charged with possessing a gun. The judge rules that migrants can bear arms under the Second Amendment. Okay, let me ask you a question. And I last time I checked, you wasn't no lawyer. You didn't go to law school.
No.
But let me ask you a question. Just let me ask you a simple question, bro. Do constitutional rights only apply to citizens?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. If you are in the country illegally, that would mean you are not a citizen. Is that correct?
That's what that would mean.
So make this make sense for me, bro. How does this make any kind of sense at all?
Well, you started with far left, right? And so to all the people that are commenting on our post about only citizens voting, you need to understand something. The left is trying to set the precedence to allow for them to vote in their states, like DC and other places that have begun that process. And if you don't know, there's a elections commissioner who is not a citizen. I'm gonna say it again. There is a election commissioner who is not a citizen.
So check this out. In her ruling, Judge Sharon Johnson Coleman dismissed charges against Heriberto Carvajal Flores, who was arrested in 2020 for violating a federal law that prohibits undocumented immigrants from possessing guns. Carvajal Flores contends that he received and used the handgun solely for self-protection and protection of property during a time of documented civil unrest in the spring of 2020. The ruling sets up a potential Supreme Court case to determine the extent of the Second Amendment rights for an estimated, get this number, 11 million undocumented immigrants living in the United States. I call them illegal aliens, but okay. The High Court has issued a series of rulings over the past 15 years that have expanded gun rights. Congress would have to be a little bit more powerful here because there's no question that the Constitution applies to people who are not here legally, said Shalyn Wu, a former federal prosecutor on Balance, on the show on News Nation's On Balance. The promise here is you need to draw the statute more narrowly. No, the problem here is that if you are not a citizen, you do not have constitutional rights. The Constitution applies to U.S. citizens. How do we mix this up? Has education gotten so bad in this country that people forgot about simple things like you a citizen in order to have constitutional rights?
Yes.
How does that work?
That's how bad the education has gotten. One, that's why they don't want the kids writing the script anymore. You know, the old motif. They don't want them writing in cursive so they can't read those, important historical documents. Well, that is a fact. That's a fact. Because think about this. So if they get rights guaranteed to them under the Constitution, that leads to what? What's going to be the next step? You can vote. You carry a gun, you can vote. Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, if you don't think it's coming, you're either blind or willingly don't want to see what's coming. But let's segue this right into the fact that you have in some places, not all, you have in some places, illegals are skipping to the front of the line to get benefits and resources. That's not hyperbole. That's not a far right talking point. That is the fact of the matter. They're getting thousands of dollars a month. They're skipping the line. They're coming, directly across the southern border. We saw the video about what's happening in Texas. In Texas, I mean, bro, they would have been totally within their rights if everybody got rubber bullets. I say you just rubber bullet everybody, but that's going to be cruel and unusual. Oh my God, he's cruel. then just let them stay at your house, is my thing. If you want them to come here, let them stay at your house.
Mhm.
All of these people saying, oh, we got to let them in here. What's your line, bro? What do you always say?
They're just seeking asylum. It's an asylum.
Oh, he did the noise at the end, y'all.
An asylum.
I mean, but okay. Help me understand this, bro. I growing up in the schools.
Hold on, can I show you this? Can I show you something
Oh
real quick?
no, what do you want to show? Let's go.
Because this is not catching the media rounds as it should, unfortunately. Hold on, this is not catching the media rounds as it should.
Uh-oh.
I just need you to hear this real quick.
Go ahead. I pulled
Speakers
it up.
cannot yield or transfer their time to another.
These look like black folks in there, but I could be mistaken. Maybe my eyes and my...
The Gage Park neighborhood. Since June, you decide to turn our park into a shelter. Our community is running lawless with illegal Venezuelans taking over our streets. We feel like prisoners in our own homes. As a taxpayer, we can't even enjoy our own park anymore. We are unable to take walks. Our amazing programs have been removed, especially for the disabled children that live near this park. We worked hard to improve our park, our neighborhood, but because of your irresponsible move, this is not impossible. Their illegal cars are parking on the residents' permit street. They are selling food without permit, causing traffic, yet no police reinforcement to help us. Guys are standing on the side of the building, doing God knows what, riding their bicycles around the neighborhood, and looking to break into
Hold
our
on, it
house.
gets worse. Hold on, let me get through this.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey, watch this guy.
I'm more so in celebration mode. See, I came down here for homelessness, you know, and try to get housing, rental assistance, etc. And it seems like y'all playing a political game with my family, and I'm a straight shooter. So you just got, I can withstand the truth. So I can understand somebody say, no, we ain't giving y'all nothing. You know, I can respect that. Just tell me just like that. I ain't helping you get nothing. But y'all giving these migrants something. They keep on coming down here to people, pressing, hey, this what's going on in our neighborhoods. This what's going on in our neighborhoods. And then the news don't even show what need to be shown. That's right, fake news. That's why you got more real news right here. You see, because I've been doing investigations, because when them migrants first came to the 49th Ward, I gave them clothes. I gave them coats. You see, so I know what's going on. And I kept saying that for the longest. Well, I know you people don't know what's going on to the extent with this migrant and this immigration stuff. Because if y'all so much saying that Texas doing this and Texas doing that, why everybody college parked outside them shelters that's employees, their license plates have Texas on there. You know, give me that job, man. I do security. Why you giving this to somebody from Texas? You see, that's what's going on. Don't help me come out here. I told y'all, I had to let go last time because it's stuff involving my child. So me as a father, and I know that these places are against fathers. They're against husbands. I'm a married man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm standing up for men. I'm standing up for these homeless shelters that y'all got our people in that got mold, that got rats, that got roaches, bed bugs, etc. And y'all putting them in nice hotels. You know, what's going on with that? How's our people? Y'all that brings Chicago.
Bro.
You got to hear this lady when she come up. It get real heated. Real good.
And this
So
is
this
something a man,
go ahead.
or profits a man to gain the.
She gonna go in.
What does it prosper a man, or profits a man to gain the world and lose his soul?
Preach.
We're going to start off with scripture because, Mr. Johnson, you love quoting and thumping scriptures up there. And this is something I think is special for you. So
Yo, come on.
She said thumping. You know it's serious when you say thumping. Yikes.
Yo.
I thought I would say scriptures up there because Mr. Johnson, you love quoting and thumping scriptures up there. And this is something I think is special for you. So I thought I would state that to you. We're going to talk about this executive order of yours that comes from 2023-16, where I'm not going to read it all because I don't have the time. But one thing I want to point out is how you made it clear that you're going to stick these people in our neighborhoods and that we have to just accept it. That's absolutely not, because we've talked about this since last year, when most of you older people who did not stand up with us and reject the sanctuary city. Now, I got a problem with that. And I spoke that on December 14th. So I think we need to cut down the staff of the older people here. How about that? Because you all are not all representing us. How about those who stood up and represented us? Then you stay in your offices. But the rest of you, goodbye. Because that's how we're going to see it when it's time to vote. That's where we're going with that.
So we don't got to keep going in on this, but the whole point is between this the mayors, like this progressive mayor in Chicago, between these activist judges on the bench, right? Between these people, what you're going to see is that they are literally flooding the country with these people for a purpose. There's no, I mean, I don't know if you saw the new ad on our Instagram, bro. I don't know if you saw that, but it is absolutely true what's happening here. Let me show you this. Is my tab up?
Hold on. I got it now. Go ahead.
Border is secure. An undocumented person. And I shouldn't have used illegal. It's undocumented.
We have a secure border in that is a priority for any nation, including ours and our administration.
I'm not going to treat any of these people with disrespect. Look, they built the country. It is my testimony that the border is secure. An undocumented person. And I shouldn't have used illegal. It's undocumented.
Yo, listen, man. Listen. Not only is it dangerous like that, now Chicago health officials have to vaccinate community members. Measles outbreak in the city's largest migrant shelter.
I'm skeptical of the measles outbreak. This happens every election cycle, and it precludes it is the precursor to stricter voting by mail, and then
they're saying the outbreak is one of the nation's largest this year and the first since 2019. They've seen increases in highly contagious yet preventable disease amid drops in the uptake of measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine. The shelter cases prompted an outcry over conditions inside. They also sparked a new wave of anti-immigrant rhetoric. You see how they do this in the media, though? They say new wave of Nobody is anti-immigrant. Nobody is anti-immigrant. People are against illegal crossing our border illegally. That is a violation of the law.
Doing what y'all see on the screen. And that there ain't no women in there. That's all dudes, military age dudes right there. So there's a drop in crime. If you pull this up, there has been a dramatic drop in crime in Venezuela. Dramatic drop in crime. Do you know why that is?
Maybe because they sent Maybe because they sent all of the people doing the crime. They kicked them out and they're sending them here.
Right. Maybe that's maybe what's going. Maybe I don't know. We're not geniuses over here, but possibly the crime is going up here, but it's going down in Venezuela. Okay, interesting. All right, I guess we're going to commercial. We only got 6 minutes left.
I guess.
Go ahead, go to commercial.
All right, I will be right back. Don't go. Those who are in our country illegally cast a ballot. It takes the power of your vote away. Visit onlycitizens.vote to find out how you can contact your legislature and get them to pass a citizens-only voting amendment. Again, visit onlycitizens.vote and defend your right to vote. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're back. Top of the morning here on the Urban Conservative. With just a few minutes left in this morning show, bro, this is kind of an unscripted moment, but this is something I think all of our conservative Republican friends need to hear at this point in time. You know, the Democrats do an amazing job at staying unified. And it's massively destructive to the country, their whole platform and everything that they're fighting for, but they're unified in their mess. And I think we've got to do a better job on our side of the aisle. You know, the infighting, the circular firing squad that happens a lot of times in the GOP is the major reason why we're a big part of why we're in the condition that we're in is because we're spending so much time attacking each other over this purity contest of who's the true Republican and he's not a true. It's like, I've never heard the term dinoed. He's a Democrat and I've never heard that before.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about that? That only happens when on our side when you disagree, right? Which is sad because we should be able to disagree and go, okay, well, I don't see it that way. Neither well, you see it that way. I see it that way. Or I'm for this person and here's why. Oh, well, if you're for that person, you ain't no real conservative. Like it's ridiculous.
I
It's
put a post
sad.
up on Facebook, right? Because we've got this thing going on in North Carolina. President Trump has come out, and let me share this tab here. Bang. Let me do that real quick. So President Trump has come out in support of Jason Simmons to be the next NCGOP chair. And I've got good friends that are supporting Jason. I've come out to endorse Jason. I support Jason Simmons. And then I have some friends who are on the other side of that. They support another candidate, right? They're not less my friend. They're not a bad Republican because they support Jim Womack. They're not an evil fake conservative because they support somebody else. This whole thing, we gotta stop it, man. I saw one of the city council members from Kannapolis say, because there's all this argument online, and he goes, "Now I remember why I don't get involved in Republican politics. Now I remember why." We're driving good people away. We're driving folks who would bring a lot to the table to the Republican Party away because of our infighting. Folks, we're a little over 200 days away from our elections of 2024. And I'm not joking, Rod. This is not hyperbole. I'm not being metaphoric here. This is literally the most important election of my adult lifetime. This is not a joke. I am literally afraid of what will become of our country if we don't get this right. You know, we got Republicans resigning early from the House. You know, what
We
looks
got
like
a 1-seat majority. One seat.
one seat. You know,
I have to tell you, I can't sit here and say George Santos is a good person. I don't know him personally, but his what he did was despicable, right? What he did was despicable. However, for y'all to kick him out of Congress and he has not been convicted of a crime, Democrats don't do that.
Menendez,
Gold Bar Bob is still sitting there. Amongst others, and who've done some really wild stuff. But the fact of the matter is that you know the Republicans that did that, you know, some of these votes are failing by 1, 2 votes. Times when you need that vote, like you got to think of the greater good and not your campaign cycle. In my opinion, that was more of a campaign stunt, a political stunt than anything. We got to get him out of here because listen, the moment he's found guilty. I mean, within 72 seconds of him being found guilty, he's out of here. Clean out your desk, sir. You're gone.
Yeah.
Whether it costs us the majority, whatever the results are of him being found guilty, get him out of here. Get him out of here. He got to go. Right. I think that was a mistake. And like I said, with so many other people resigning on the Republican side, it's going to be a very, very interesting election cycle. Shouts out to the Suffolk County GOP coming out and endorsing Trump along with the Nassau County GOP. We got 3 days of early voting left. So make sure you get out and cast your vote. Today is Monday, March 25th. The election is Tuesday, April 2nd. So we got 3 days left of early voting. 1, 2, 3. Well, we got a few.
That's
days
y'all
left
New York.
voting.
That's y'all New York situation.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're in North Carolina, don't go to your
day 3 of early voting. Day 3 of early voting.
Don't go vote. You don't have anything coming up until May 14th. And ladies and gentlemen, I got to give a big shout out to the homie Craig Scott. Make sure you join us tonight We're going to be talking about this citizens only voting movement here in the country to push to keep illegals from voting. And then I also got to give a big shout out to Lieutenant Governor candidate Hal Weatherman, who's going to be joining us on May 6th. So keep it right here, locked on the Urban Conservative. We got Craig Scott coming on tonight. We got Hal Weatherman coming on in a couple of weeks. It's going to be a pretty dope show season for us here at the Urban Conservative. We appreciate y'all rocking with us each and every morning here on Top of the Morning. For my twin brother, Raheem, Architect Soto, I am Abdul Ali. This has been Top of the Morning. Y'all have a positive and productive Monday, y'all. Peace. Family, this is Abdul Ali, candidate for U.S. House District 12 here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's just be real, folks. The Democrats have destroyed our major cities. Their policies have made us less safe, they've given us less economic opportunity, and they've provided less educational opportunities for our children. And that's why I'm running for Congress, because I know what it takes to improve these issues. I've got great working relationships already in D.C. I've spent the last 10 years of my life building my political resume so that one of us, somebody who thinks like we do, could get into D.C. and make a difference. I want you to visit aliforcongress.com to find out more about my campaign. The Democrats have already done enough, and now they're putting illegal aliens in front of people like you and me, folks whose ancestors built this country and made it what it is today. So again, I'm asking you to support me in my run for U.S. House District 12 here in North Carolina. You don't have to live in North Carolina to support, because what happens in Congress affects the entire country. So again, it's aliforcongress.com. I hope to have your support. Peace and love, y'all.